Hello everybody, Adam here, and today we're going to take a look at Elden Ring on the PlayStation 5. This game is special and I'm so excited for everyone to get their hands on it. So I went ahead and skipped the character creation. There's 10 classes to choose from. It's typical of other Souls games, so there's not much to show off there. But this is where you spawn, and just in a few seconds there is the typical Souls-like boss that you're supposed to die to, but you can kill. I haven't managed to kill him yet, and I wonder what would happen if you do. But we'll give it a go here. I picked the astrologer who uses magic, which in other Souls games, magic is quite like let's be real, it's quite overpowered. So I think if I have any chance of beating him, it will be using this class. But I have Glintstone Pebble and Glintstone Arc. I haven't used either of these yet, so we'll have to see how they are. Ooh, okay, we'll dodge out of the way. Okay, that deals a good bit of damage. That was 168 damage. Oh, no, I hit him twice. Okay, so 84 damage. It's still pretty decent, but you start with... I don't have any healing items right now. I think if I could learn his parry pattern, it would work out well, but do I really want to? Because I have no healing items, and I can't really afford the hits. Okay, dodge out of the way. 3 hits, dodge. Okay, change to this. I keep pressing R2. Oh, no. As you can see, he practically one hits me. Yeah, okay. That's the end of that. But I will skip this cutscene. Mostly because I don't think it's much use. I think I'd be better off showing off the open world gameplay. So I'm going to show off some combat, some how to get your mount, which is very early on. Hopefully show off a boss, an optional boss. I won't go into any main bosses. But here is the tutorial if you want to drop down there to learn the ropes. But if you're familiar with other Souls games, then you'll understand what's going on. So, it's actually amazing how quickly this game throws you into the open world. After playing a game like Horizon, which has like a 10-hour introduction, I would say, it's amazing just to have it there. You're just literally in 5-10 minutes you're in the open world, and I'll show you how quick it is. So, the starting grace, or the starting, I forget the exact name of them, but the starting item that I chose was a thing that adds an extra charge to your flask. And since I'm a magic wielder, I think I'll go 3-2 to allocate it. If you play Dark Souls 3, then you know exactly what that is. These can be opened with stone sword keys that are items that you can find around the world or buy from different NPCs. But that's the co-op item there, so here we go. This brings you up into the open world. Here's the astrologer. Here's all the gestures. Let's do a jump for joy. And it's weird. Your character actually says hi, which I think... oh no, I almost went down there. I think is a first. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. And here is Limgrave. As you can see, just look at that world. It's absolutely beautiful. As I said in my review, on a technical standpoint, it's a bit, you know, certain shadows you can see pop in, but like I think you can ignore that when you just look at this. It's absolutely stunning. So these are the co-op. Once you activate these, you can start doing co-op, which is great. You can do co-op straight from the start. And here's the first side of grace, which are bonfires. Oh, well, the second side of grace, should I say. Well, technically, it's the third if you do the tutorial. But this is like the first big one. And that said, a guidance of grace, I will explain that now. So if you open your map, the sites of grace have these little arrows. And they point you in the direction of where you're supposed to go, so you're not always lost. Now, I keep skipping all the tutorials, so I didn't figure this out for a while. But it's something to keep note of. So that's obviously pointing me in that direction. But here is an NPC that speaks in some cryptic dialogue.
Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the round table hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
Thank you.
Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me. Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times.
There it is there.
Is the guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you, tarnished, to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
So there you go. Cryptic dialogue, typical of FromSoft games. But anyway, let's follow the light. Now here you can see this big lad on a horse. I'm not going to fight him. I'm not even going to attempt it. On my first playthrough I attempted it, and it didn't end very well. So we're just going to follow the light and go to this church. The game is amazing at leading you to points of interest organically. I think the only other game that's even comes close to it, like as a comparison, is Breath of the Wild. I think, like, once again, after playing a game like Horizon doesn't lead you to anything organically, whereas this is 100% organic. If you look at the map, these are the only markers you will have on your map, are the Sites of Grace. That's it. Everything else is what you can put down markers yourself, but everything else is just you walking towards it and seeing what you can find. And it's absolutely fantastic. So this is how you upgrade your items, which I don't have enough. I need 2 smithing stones, and here's a Santa Claus looking NPC.
Tarnished. I can see it, but I can also see that you're not after my throat.
No, I'm not. I am friendly.
Then why not purchase a little something?
Maybe I will.
I am Kalé, purveyor of fine goods.
Purchase. So here they sell certain things. Mostly consumables. An interesting, well, a pretty crappy armor set. But these little notes, if you buy these and you read them, it will show you like it'll give you little details about, you know, an extra boss you can find, or a little cave you can go explore, or things like that. And then these cookbooks are basically crafting recipes. So unfortunately I can't buy anything. He's recommending me something, but I know where I need to go. So firstly, we're going to go get our mount. And we'll run into our first bit of combat. So, I played this on PC for the review, and this is on the PlayStation 5. We got a code, like a day before, not even a day before the embargo, so I didn't get a full time to fully test this out. I only played it for like a half an hour, 45 minutes. But it certainly has issues. Sorceries and incantations, yes. It certainly has issues when it comes to frame rate, and as you can see, there is quite a lot of pop-in as we go along. This is on the favor performance mode, but I will, or prioritize frame rate. I'll put into prioritize quality, but there you can just see this. It's running at 30 FPS, and no thank you. I'm fine. I need my 60 FPS. I cannot go back to playing Bloodborne. The performance on that game was absolutely dreadful. There we go, nice backstab. Oh, that didn't kill him. Okay, let's see. I want to see, can I parry this enemy? Okay, here we go. Nope. Oh, Lord. Okay. I think that would have been it if he actually made contact with me. Oh! Roll! Okay. I'm parrying him. Yes. And a parry feels as satisfying as it always has. Did that kill him? Yes, it did. I actually want to go over here. I want to use a glintstone arc, see what that's like. Ooh. That's nice. Okay, in here is an optional cave with an optional boss. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to activate this Site of Grace. And then I'm going to walk back out. And then I'm going to go get my horse. And then we'll come back and I'll run through that and fight the boss at the end. So we rest here once again. Typical of any FromSoft game. If you rest, enemies respawn. I don't have enough to buy anything. Or to level up. So, as you can see, he's back. And you can jump and do jump attacks as well. Which is, they actually do come in quite handy. If you want to, like, close the gap on an enemy real quick. That's probably the first time I've ever jumped over an enemy. After playing this game for like 45 hours or something. But, there's a first time for everything. And one thing I want to point out as well. This took me way too long to realise. If you hold triangle and then... Oh, it's not working. Some weapon, yeah, so if you hold triangle and then L1 and R1 at the same time, you two-hand your weapon. Which took me way too long to realise. I'm sure the game told me about this, but I have quite the habit of skipping tutorials and just not reading them. But here we have these statues here. I think they're called statues of Marika, and they act as checkpoints. So if I die here, it'll ask me, do I want to respawn here, or do I want to respawn at the last site of grace that I rested at? And these come in really handy for boss fights, especially in the open world. It just kind of cuts out that little run back, because if I went back to that site of grace, it wouldn't be very dangerous because I'm in the open world. So it just cuts out that small bit of extra time, so I spawn here and then can go straight back into this encounter. So this is like the first kind of camp, I guess, you run into. And it's filled with soldiers. You can sneak in, and stealth is actually kind of useful. But we'll just go in and fight them. Okay, dodge. Okay, now he's going to attack me. Oh, no, he's not. There we go, I should kill him. Yeah, okay. So let's see. So you left click to crouch. Oh, no, they saw me. That's probably not going to hit him. Lol. It's crazy how much better I am at the game now that I've played it. Like, this part was just so hard. But now it's now obviously I have spells and stuff, but it still just feels so much easier. Yeah, your shield's not very good against magic. Lol. Can I open this chest? I don't know. Oh, we can. I didn't open it in my first playthrough. What do we have in it? Oh my god. That seems like a very good weapon for the start. I certainly don't have the stats to equip it. Yes, 16 strength. Ooh, that's nice. But here is where we unlock Torrent. Yeah, that's his name, Torrent. Lost Grace discovered. So we meet a very important NPC here. Do you know what? I don't know, just to avoid any spoilers in case anyone does, is I'm just going to skip through all this. It's like realistically, this is all very cryptic stuff that even after playing 45 hours of the game, I still don't fully understand what's going on. You have to wait for YouTubers to get their hands on it. But do I have enough to level up? No, I almost have enough. Okay, so there we go. And in this game, so typical of other From Software games, you have all these items here, all these slots, but you also have a pouch that you can access as a second hotbar, basically. So if I, sorry, the menus aren't amazing. So I'll remove that, switch, put the Spectral Steed Whistle here, and then you press triangle and up. See, it acts as a second hotbar. And then here we have Torrent. So I noticed the frame rate on the PlayStation 5. Oh, look at these bats. Let's kill them. Oh, we can... Oh, Lord. So I'll show off some combat here. So I didn't realize, but you can use magic. It slows down my horse, but you can use magic on a horse. But you can also use you can also do like sword combat. So L1 and L2 do left-handed heavy and light attacks, and R1 and R2 do right-handed heavy or right-handed heavy and light attacks. Now these are actually quite tricky when you're fighting soldiers. God, the frame rate isn't the best here. The PC had like a stuttering issue, and I don't think the stutter is on the PlayStation 5 from my testing. And this is actually very useful. I'll finish that point later, but vanquishing enemy groups. So if you kill a group of enemies, sometimes they recharge your flasks, which people might think is like kind of makes the game seem a bit easier. But again, I think it's like the Statues of Marika, where it just stops. Like it stops me from, if I wanted to go any further, walking back to that side of grace and then resting just to replenish my flasks. So there's slight little quality of life improvements. Now the horseback combat can be quite easy. Now there are some enemies that will destroy you, and there's some cool boss fights on horseback, but I will not go into spoilers. So let's go in here. This is Groveside Cave. And there's loads of these caves littered around the world that have cool items in them and, more importantly, bosses. So, let me look at my... what do I want to upgrade? I think I'll just put some... I'll put some more into that. FP gives you more mana, which is your bar up the blue bar up there. So, this cave is full of wolves. Full of them. Now, I don't really think there'll be an issue with this. Magic. Acquire this material. Now, I didn't use crafting as much as I probably should have. It certainly has its uses. He's like the alpha, so we'll get rid of him first. Oh, he's not dead. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Enemies can jump as well. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, am I gonna... I died to a wolf. Oh, that's embarrassing. Well, as you can see, even though I have magic, you can still die quite easily. I'm putting that down to talking. It's hard to talk and play games at the same time. Or so I tell people. But anyway, we'll go back in, pick up my runes or souls. Okay, what I think I'll do is, instead of... I'll just start spamming him first so he doesn't even get a chance to jump up. There we go. I can take the small wolves. Come on up, boys. Yeah, go on, jump. Okay, yeah, the AI... The AI can be a bit weird, I will say. But as you can see, it's very dark in here. I noticed with the caves, some of the caves you need a torch, which is pretty cool. And here's like a very interesting piece of environmental storytelling that I found. It's like... The Souls games are always very good at this. But it's like, was that his owner? And he's dead? And he's waiting by his corpse? Because it's really sad. And the game is full of environmental storytelling. But anyway, I'm sorry, Mr. Wolf, but... Fortunately, you must die. Now, this is clearly an ambush. If you've played other Souls games, then you know what to expect when it comes to the ambushes and stuff. But, oh, Lord. Dogs and wolves in these games are just so annoying. There's loads of raw materials to find that once again are used in crafting. That's a golden rune, which are basically the souls. So they're just consumable to give you extra souls or runes. So we'll go in here. I believe this is where the boss is. Now. Did I get good? I can't believe I made a review and didn't say the word get good once. Oh, no. Okay. Heal. Now, I said in my review that I felt that some of these bosses were quite cheap. Some of these optional bosses at the end. Because some of them are repeated. And some of them feel easy. There we go. So magic kind of helped me out there. He was tough on my first playthrough. Flame Drake Talisman like that is a very useful item. Boost fire damage negation. And that comes in very handy, trust me. And another thing that just, again, just a slight quality of life improvement. When you defeat that boss, you can just go straight back to the entrance, so there's no messing about. So I'll rest here. Mainly to level up, and I don't want to lose my souls, because I do want to replay this. I do want to go through this game again, and hopefully do a co-op playthrough. See, I think endurance is still quite important, because magic uses your magic uses stamina too. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh no, it does, yeah. So I think what I will do now is we will go out to the coast and we'll go do another optional cave. So here's another in the world. I kind of feel bad killing the turtles because I love turtles, one of my favorite animals. But there's animals littered throughout the world that drop crafting materials, like say a bird would drop feathers that you can use to craft arrows, or he drops a turtleneck, not a t-shirt, turtle meat. But that's what they drop, and that can be used to like cure it, I believe, with like different status effects, so it can help out your like poison and, you know, different status effects. So up here is something that the game, once again, it's just amazing how well it leads you to places organically. So if I kill him, so if I run up here, one thing that like, oh, I missed him. Okay, fair enough. So this statue, I saw this, I was like, what in God's name is this? Guide and gatekeeper for those returning to their roots. So that leads me over to a cave there. And the only problem is I don't want to go to that cave right now because there's these little gargoyle enemies in there, and I just don't have the heart to fight them. I want to go over here to the beach because I want to show you something cool. So we'll hop on Torrent. I'm not sure if I showed it, but he can double jump. I don't know why. He kind of looks like a cow. He's like a bit of a cow, bit of a horse, and can double jump. So it's little things like I'm coming out here and I'm looking at that island out there. You can't swim, by the way. So I'm looking at that island. How in God's name do I get over there? Well, as you can see, there's an exit to a cave over there. So you're thinking, maybe there's an entrance somewhere. And it's just little things like that that I'm just, yeah, do you know what? I'm not going to fight him. Oh, wait, let's see. No, I do not deal enough damage to him. So this is one part that I think some people might dislike. In the open world, it's not as tense because, look, that giant, if that giant was in like a small room with me, I would be absolutely crapping myself right now. But no, I can just run away. So I'm sure there's going to be purists that think, oh, the game's too easy. But trust me, when you get into like the levels of the game, this game isn't easy. Nowhere near easy. Some of the bosses, I would say, there's one boss that is very difficult, or I found very difficult. And if you can manage to find the path, which I believe would be around here, get off my horse, slash, no, I missed. I'm not sure if my sword is long enough to reach down, but we will find out. Yeah, see, it's kind of difficult to get this right. But that is an NPC, or not an NPC, an enemy walking around. So slash, yes. Adding skills. With a whetstone knife, you can use ashes of war to grant your armaments with new skills and sights of grace. So the skills are so much more useful than previous games. I think in Dark Souls 3, the weapon arts where I didn't really use them, but in this game I used the weapon arts quite a lot. And here, I thought this was an NPC. No, it's not. I'll just start spamming them before you can get up. So magic, again, look, like... Ooh! A smouldering butterfly. So, and see these skulls? Pick them up. Break them and pick up the runes. They're very useful. The atmosphere is absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to shut up here before I get to this cave. Just so you can just, you know, take it in. One thing I noticed is that the game seamlessly transitions between like combat music and exploration music. And I know open world games do that, but it's something that really stood out in this. Like exploring the world is just, the atmosphere is amazing. Like it's the exact same as Breath of the Wild. Like, I couldn't have a better comparison than Breath of the Wild. So, if I use these runes, will I get enough to level up? I believe I will. Yeah, there's 400 runes. May as well level up while I can, because pretty sure the boss here is quite difficult. I'm gonna put more into endurance now. I think that's enough for endurance, and then I'd start to put it into other... Do I have a torch? I don't have a torch. I'm not sure if going in here is a good idea, because I can't see, and if I can't see, then you certainly can't see. Yeah, I literally... Oh, there's a light. Okay. Oh, I did not see him. Oh my god, that scared me. Oh. God, I feel like a real YouTuber now with that reaction. Do you know what? We're just gonna run. We're just gonna run. We're just gonna run. And if I remember correctly, there was a boss in here. Yes. This probably is not gonna end well. I'll just spam him while I can. Luckily, my magic stun locks him. Now, I need a chance. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, God. I reckon if I change to this, I think I need the AoE to deal with these enemies a bit better. Yes. Yes. Oh, it goes through them. God, magic is so good. Okay, the other one's spawning to my left. I can hear him. Yeah. Oh, magic, what would I do without you? Oh, God. Oh, God. Heal. Oh, roll. Oh, no, that's me. Goodbye. Okay, we'll use my last one here. Oh, God. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I am dead. Okay, here we go. Change to this. I need the AoE. Magic might be easy, but you still need... Well, slightly easy, should I say. But you still need good timing. Especially when dealing with big groups of enemies, because you will be left out. Yes, okay. My only issue here is... Roll out of the way. Oh, yes. That was good. I've no more magic, so we have to switch to my sword. That attack has caught me every single time. Oh, I thought I could get him. No. Yes. Boss is dead. Good. God, that was tense. And of course, look at all them enemies waiting for me. One issue I did notice when playing the game was a few times, you know, if you run past a boss, or you run into a boss gate and there's enemies behind you. No, I didn't want to actually... Well, I kind of did need to do that, to be honest. But, with the bosses, a few times, and obviously this happens in all the other Souls games, when you run past an enemy into a boss gate, and then you, the enemies that follow you to the boss gate can still attack you. So there's a few times where I started a boss fight, and I would get a smack in the back of the head by someone behind a gate, and it was quite frustrating. So I think we'll go into intelligence. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to run through here. So we're going to just run. I will probably boost the brightness in the editing so you can actually kind of see what's going on. We'll roll, we'll roll, we'll roll, pick up that item, and we'll run. Pick up these, and now I will show you, in a couple of seconds, how we get to that island. And the game is just littered. The whole world is like this, and the hours just waste away. Like, you sit down, you play it, and then you realize 6 hours have passed. 6 hours have passed, and you've probably taken about 6 years off your life because of the stress. But it's worth it, because it's fun. I wish I could see. Oh, yeah. Alright. Now. Should be there. Yes. I see the light. And look where we are. The other side of the water. We'll hop on our trusty steed. I also want to highlight these. Look, this is the most insane thing I've ever seen. No, do it. Please. Where are the goats? Please do it. Go on. Yeah. For whatever reason, these roll. I don't understand. Like, where do people come up with that stuff? Maybe goats do roll in real life, or sheep, or whatever they are. But I don't think they do. Where do people come up with that? They're like, oh yeah, we'll just... Oh yeah, what about if these enemies, if these goats just rolled when you got near them? It just makes no sense, but it took me by surprise and it made me laugh. So I'm literally 20 runes off a level up. So I reckon if I... Sorry, mates. Oh, that's only 5. Oh, do you know what? I don't care. And there's loads of these trees... There's loads of these churches around that usually have interesting items. I haven't figured out what this is. Like this is a prime example of what this game is. Like, Ritual of Dragon Communion. What is this? I need a dragon heart. And then your mind just starts going, like what do I have to do? Do I have to kill a dragon? How many dragons are there to kill? And then that's just the whole game. And yeah, you'll just get lost in it. And I seriously, I just can't wait for other people to get their hands on this game because it's special. But I think that's a perfect time to leave it off. We showed off 2 bosses, a small bit of open world exploration, a few of the little bits how the game leads you to places organically. And yes, Elden Ring, I highly recommend it. Check out the review that I did, and we will have a tips video up, hopefully tomorrow. Don't quote me on that, but we'll have a tips video up soon. I really appreciate you watching. Don't forget to subscribe to GameXplain, and I'll see you all on the next video. Oh, I can't gesture. No, I can't gesture while I'm on this. So I will wave. Goodbye.